What is up, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to On the Beach with Pete, the series that you put on in the background whilst you do a bit of your hobby, whether it's painting, building, whatever, thinking, it doesn't matter. And together we get stuff done, we achieve stuff, we end up with about an hour's worth of hobby done. And today it's a bit of a chaotic beach for me. Because I'm going to be building, and I'm going to be building Chaos Space Marines, back to Chaos Terminator Squad, and I'm also trying something new today. I'm attempting to do 2 videos in one. So, without further ado, let's get to the bench. I'll make sure you get tea, coffee, whatever. Let's go. Right, so I've already unboxed these. It's been so long since I built anything, and I'm really super excited for this. So I've already unboxed this. I know what's in here. I know there's 2 sprues in here, and the usual suspects faces. The decals, however, I was really impressed with these. I mean, I was like, oh yeah, that's a nice big lot of decals. Now I don't know if that's the same for all Terminator boxes. I've never actually built Terminators before. I've sort of cobbled together a couple from spares, but all the other Terminators I own are usually from like an eBay source that's already been built. So let's put that to one side. Put the bases over there in front of me for now. 2 lovely sprues. We'll come to the instructions. Alright, so what am I going to be needing here? This is awesome. Right. Okay, so 1A, I'm looking for number 1 and number 2. Literally. I'm just going to go dive straight into it. Looking for number 1 and number 2. Well, it's a leg and a backpack, isn't it? So, what about on here? Here we go. This would be the one. Right, yeah, so there's number 2. But where's number 1? Number 1 is the back. So, there it is. These 2 bits here. So I'm going to cut those out, and I'm going to build them. I'm going to keep it at this sort of distance because, the camera, because like I say, I am actually filming another video for this. So I'm just going to cut these out here. So this is number 2. Oh, it's been an age since I've done anything like this. Cutting bits off of a sprue. Awesome. I'm a little bit sad for this episode as well, I will just say, because this is probably going to be the last On the Beach video I make this year. The reason being that we've had the worst summer I can ever remember, The worst summer on record. Right, so I've cut those bits out, Okay, so I've got these bits here now. So number 2 is the front bit, number 1 is the back bit. So I'm going to need to do a bit of cleanup now. I've got my coffee ready. I didn't go into a big long spiel at the beginning because I just wanted to get this done, because I was having difficulty. I was trying to find my Citadel my other Citadel cutting mat. You know, the one that comes with this painting station, the old painting station they used to do. I've got two. Found the old one, but that's a bit manked up with paint, you know, over the years. But the other one I've got is like almost like new condition. I wanted to use that. I tend to use that one for building, and I like using a painting station to build so that I don't lose bits. If I cut bits off and they go rolling off, it's got somewhere to catch them, and that's what I like doing. Anyway, so why am I doing Terminators that are chaos? Why am I doing chaotic Terminators? Why? I'm building them specifically for my Space Hulk game, because I'm bored with playing Blood Angels all the time in Space Hulk. True, you could do other factions, you know, you can. I just want something a little bit different here. And it goes even more differently to do Chaos. Why not have Chaos board the Space Hulk? You know, why not? It could just as easily happen. Why not have Chaos versus Tyranids on a Space Hulk? Yeah, you know, why not have Tyranids versus Space Marines versus Chaos on a Space Hulk? You know, Space Hulks are immense, massive, big enough for all of them to be aboard, you know? So, yeah, the way I see it, it's got a lot of scope for customization. And after having had a bit of a chat with ChatGPT, who assures me, yeah, we can adapt the rules to suit. Not a problem. Okay, I'm just carefully trying to get rid of some mold lines on here. I really do hate mold lines. I mean, everybody does, I think, but I think mold lines bother some people more than it bothers others. Some people don't seem bothered by them at all. I do. I like to get rid of them wherever I can. Yeah, so this is probably going to be the last on the beach. Probably. I don't know. You know, it depends on the weather. The weather looks like it's turning, though. The sun is shining at the moment, so that's why we're doing it on the beach. You know, I was really hoping to get a lot more on the beach episodes done this year, though. I really was. For those of you that don't know, I now do on the benches in the winter and on the beaches in the summer, because I live by the beach, and it just, I don't know, it's a feel-good factor, given that these videos are kind of therapy for me, right? So I like to keep up that, so that even when I'm not by the beach, I'm by the beach. I'm on the beach. I am just a stone's throw away. I'm most fortunate now. And I've got a week off this week, which is nice. Been working with my dog, Dylan. I'm kind of giving him a day off today from training now. Just wanted today just to be, you know, the usual stuff. Go out for the walk. I'm going to go out somewhere later. His favourite place, which is called Blackberry Camp, and you know, just plays. No work, just play. You know, just have a good time. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. We got no time constraints this week, so that's good. Okay, so that piece I'm pretty okay with. This is like the first bout of tidy up that I tend to do. Get all the worst bits off. You know, I go in, tidy a bit more, And then when I start putting the model together, I see more that I missed. Go over it with a fine tooth comb at some point, looking for mold lines. Actually get the mold line remover on here. Great invention, there you are. Yeah, I know we all tend to turn our knife upside down, or even not in some cases, but the mold line remover is really good at not only removing mold lines, but not making it look like you've damaged the model. Have I ever damaged a model by removing mold lines? Yeah, I might have done when I was first into the hobby. Gone a bit too heavy-handed with the knife until I discovered the mold line remover, which I discovered quite early on in my hobby career, as it were. Right. There's a bit. It's all the bits. Mostly, it's the bits that you cut off from the sprue. Leaves behind a bit of detritus on the model, but there are also lines from the molding process. And that's fine. Detail on these are brilliant, absolutely incredible. Yeah, so I'm a little bit sad that it's end of summer, more or less. I am. But, you know, that's the way of it, you know. You get some good years and you get some bad years. This is a particularly bad year. Right, so now I'm going to dry fit that. Right, so just there, there. Okay. Right, now I'm going to look at this glue, because I haven't used this for so long. I'll be shocked if it's still. Yeah, I thought so. I was going to say I'll be shocked if it's still flowing. I'm just burning off the glue, the excess glue here. It's still not flowing. Ah, it's not good. Ah, it's coming out. Excellent. Right. Okay, I'm just going to grab myself a piece of kitchen towel so that I can ooze my glue onto it. Ah, and of course it rips. That's just typical. Oh, alright, I'm back. This, put that off in there. Okay. Right, well, all this to glue two pieces together at the moment. Yeah, so it's just That and that, really. Okay. Right, so we've got the glue on there. Oh, it would seem having my windows washed. Got it all going on here. Right. Okay, so that should be gluing this piece together. It's quite bizarre because I'm upstairs and what you can hear is the window cleaner washing the windows. It is extendable brush. Okay. Right, so not a lot, but I've done that. Right, the next, so that's the first one there. So the next one I'm doing is number three. So I'm looking for number 3. It's like one leg, number 3. So that was 1, that was 2. I see number 4 here. So number 3 must be, that's 31. I have noticed also sometimes with these models that numbers can, not so much with Games Workshop, oh there it is, number 3, they can have the wrong number on the instructions. I think you meant number 12, but it looks like that is meant to be there. Right, so that's number 3. Another piece cut off. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Very nice too. Now I need to clean this piece up. It's going to be, once this leg is attached, I'm going to be putting him on the base. There he is. Obviously I've got to get the bit underneath and I'll score the feet before I glue him to a base. I'm slightly concerned this is going to be a 40mm base though, which, although that's really cool, might make the difficult in Space Hulk for moving around, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But either way, I need to expand my Chaos force for when I do the recreation of the Fall of Cadia. And in my Fall of Cadia, yeah, I'm having different stuff to what was in the book. Just Chaos, as long as it's Chaos, that's fine as far as I'm concerned. Probably going to paint these as Black Legion, because, you know, I don't know, they're like the poster boys of the Chaos, aren't they, really? Black Legion, would you say? But I'm loving the idea that I can customize Space Hulk to fit any narrative. You know, why not? Why not? It doesn't have to be Gene Stealers. It could be Hormagaunts, Termagants, Necrons. Excuse me. You know, possibilities are endless. And the way chat was talking, it can adapt to whatever I want. He was asking me, in fact, do I want to keep the main core rules? Are you looking to customize that further? I mean, if you was looking to customize that further, and I'm not, I just want to keep to the same rules. Your possibilities will be limitless. And if whatever you say, oh, I want to use this in it, it'll say, right, I recommend, I don't know, adapting the, say, for instance, the toughness on this to compensate for blah 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 blah. You know, keep it the same feel. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to be building models again. I really am. Right now, so does this one go? That will go up and under there. I see. I just need to get rid of. Bit of mold line here. Right, so trying to seem to glue, the other bits seem to have glued together quite well anyway, which is good. I like the way it tells you pretty much where the glue needs to go. Right, there we go. Now he's, oops, get that on there. Come on. Right. There. Now, he's got 2 legs. Now I will have to let that dry a bit. But essentially, there he is, look at that, coming on. Whilst I'm waiting for that to dry, I can open up the bases. Get rid of that. Games Workshop bases, 40mm bases. Yeah, they might make it awkward for the spacing, the squares, but you know, that's fine. So I need that to dry thoroughly before I glue him, because I want to score the bottom of the thing. Well, this is good. Looking at the instructions, it's partially building all of the squad so that we end up with that. That's good. All right, we can deal with that. we can get to the next stage. That is on, so we need 14 and 15. Right, we can do that. 14 and 15, here we are. 14. And 15. And 16 will be his other leg. Right. 16. Do we have a 16 on this sprue? Yeah, so this is the first time I've built anything in years, I think. Properly. Okay, so 14 and 15 has come out of there. Looking for 16. Oh, there it is. 16. Yeah. Okay. Right, so got all the bits for that. I'll put the next base to one side. And I'm going to tidy up these bits here, which is cool. I'm going to have some coffee while I look at the time. Wow, we're nearly halfway through. I won't get all the squad done at this rate. But that's okay. I am in the process of building. And in case you're wondering, the other video I'm making is kind of how I make these videos. So, yeah. It's a time lapse. So, bit of a behind the scenes, really. So you guys must let me know what you're working on, because that's like the highlight of my read when I go back through comments on these videos. I like to know what people are working on and how it's coming along. Is it coming along, you know, swimmingly, or is it a bit of a struggle? Some models are quite problematic, more so than others, and others are like go together like a dream. I might be talking from old experience, like when I was less experienced model builder, but I remember building my drop pod. I found that very, very difficult. Very difficult. Love the plastics on these Games Workshop models, so just feels so good. Yeah, basically, to recreate the Fall of Cadia, or my version of it, I should say, and I have to caveat that heavily, my version of the Fall of Cadia is going to involve whatever chaos I've got, right? And yeah, Chaos Space Marines can be one of them, not just demons, it can be all sorts. Yeah, so I'm going to get all as much chaos as I can. I need my Imperial Guard to be outnumbered and outclassed to play a scenario, and I want it to be like 99% chance sure that they can't win, but a 1% chance that they could pull it off. That's all I want. I want it to be so, I want the odds to be so overwhelming that, but not completely impossible. Just on a small, narrow margin of, do you know what? if you get the right dice rolls and you play the game, you play tactically well, you might get away with it. I kind of like things like that, you know. I mean, I'd have Cadia still fall, but the battle, the guard that I would be playing, they would win. But obviously, I just have in my narrative that Cadia fell after that. But yeah. But Space Hulk is where it's at for me right now. I'm even contemplating getting earlier editions of Space Hulk, mostly for the corridors sections. But I don't know, a part of me wants to feel that'd be cool playing with old Terminators on 25mm bases. That'd be so cool. I mean, they'd fit the game board a lot easier. And I feel they could have made the board, the squares, the different. Oops, sorry, that's just my got a small set of steps, not steps, well, like a single step that folds. It just fell over. I feel they could have made the segregation just slightly bigger on the board, just slightly. Because even without putting your Space Marines that you get with the last edition of Space Hulk, even if you don't put them on bases, they're still a bit big for the squares, you know. And I want to do the same sort of customization for Lost Patrol as well, you know, because I like that. It's basically Space Hulk in the jungle, isn't it, more or less. Okay. So needs to be there, doesn't it? Right. Doo-doo-dee. This glue is not flowing easily. Okay. Onward. There we go. Glue those two together. Nice. Right, while that's drying, clean up this leg. That's the only thing with building on these hobby along videos. Doesn't. Well, I suppose it's the same. It doesn't feel like you're getting very far. You can't see the results as much as you can when you're painting. For me, because to me, I've only just put a couple of pieces, and I have only just glued a couple of pieces together, literally. So it doesn't feel like I'm getting very far. But when I look at it, I suppose I am. And this is all stuff I won't have to do again. You know, once the video concludes, I'll just carry on. But you know, time was getting on. I really wanted to build something, and you know what? I thought, sod it, I'm going to. Once they're built, I don't mind. They can stay unpainted for a while, you know, while I finish off the other stuff on my bench. I'm okay with that, but I just wanted these built, you know. Just wanted them built. Okay. Right, so Where does this one connect on then? There, right. So I need to glue in there. Okay. There we go. Now he can be at that stage. Now I wonder if this one is dry enough to, to glue onto the base here. I think he might be. Yeah. Just gonna put some scoring on his feet here. Okay. There. So that's that one on his base. That's that one drying ready to go on his base. We're at 37 minutes. My goodness. Where does the time go? Well, I'll get a third one done. So I'm looking for parts number 30 and 29. Don't think they're on that sprue. 29 and 30. 29 and 30. There's 29 and there's 30. Right. God. So it's getting worse. 29. This is a nice video in more ways than one, more than just aesthetically. It puts that smell of plastic cement into the air as well, makes it feel like makes it smell like a hobby room, you know. And then 31 will be the extra leg. 31. Is that on this sprue? 31, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. There. Get the base out ready. This is awesome. You know, the detail on the Chaos models I've always thought was amazing. Loads of detail. I've got more Chaos models arriving, and I've got some I think I've got some ordinary Terminators. I don't know, actually. I might have some in my stash, you know. And I've got the Leviathan box set ones. I can always use them. And why not? When push comes to shove, in the long term, I can build my own Space Hulk corridor sections. Get the same layouts as the cardboard ones you get in the game, and just make them slightly bigger to incorporate the larger bases. Use stand-up doors as well, that'd be better. Right. Yeah, just, do you know the thing I want to build as well sometimes is more Space Marines, normal Space Marines. Not even Primaris, just the old school Firstborn Space Marines, because Oh no, I just got a soft spot in my heart for them, you know. Because it was the first thing I built, I think, Games Workshop wise, well, when I got back into the hobby. Well, let's get it right. I didn't get back into the hobby. When I got into the hobby properly, I did have some like Lord of the Rings stuff many years before that, but I didn't have a clue about any of it then. Yeah. Gotta get rid of the mold lines, my man. Well, it's nice though, the sun's shining, and we've already been out for our first walk this morning, obviously, because Dylan gets us up early, even on the days off. But that's alright, that's what he does. So we've been on the beach. We'll go Blackberry Camp this afternoon, or dinner time. We'll have something to eat first, I think. It's really is a magical place there. Trees and the woodlands, and it's just incredible. Yeah, I love it there. Dylan loves it a lot. Yeah, I would say it was his favourite place. Better than the beach, better than anything he's ever seen, I think. Doing he's used to trees and woodlands. Yeah, he loves all that. Okay, so for the third one then, 2930. Oh yeah, the usual. So all around here, yep. Okay, get this bit on. Excellent. Yeah, I'll re-go over them, checking mold lines at the various stages. Like once they're all done and on their bases at this first stage, without the arms and the heads and whatever else, I'll go over them again and have a look for mold lines once more. Okay. So, if has anybody seen my ZX81 games video that I put out? 5 games I loved on the ZX81. Well, if you have, well, you might have even seen the next one. Another 5 games I loved on the ZX81. I'm hopefully going to be doing more of these and on different formats as well, different computers, because I had a few over the years, And obviously I'm excited to talk about all of them, to be honest. I recently picked up a ZX81 from my nostalgia shelf because it was the first computer I ever owned. It was absolutely awesome. Blew my mind. The first video didn't come out in very high resolution. I had a problem with my video editing software. It did an update. It was putting everything, it was changing the aspect ratio, the resolution. It was just nightmare. I believe it's sorted out now. Bit on the bottom of his foot. Don't forget that. Yeah, I believe it's sorted out now, but yeah. Right, okay. Now that goes where? I was saying goes here, isn't it? But let's see. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Right, so that's got to dry. Come back to our second miniature. See if we can put some scoring at the bottom of his feet. He's going to stand like that, yeah. I can already see mold line. Anyway, let's put some scoring on the bottom there. Yep. Well, we had the carnival last weekend. Brilliant as always, even despite the rain. Thankfully the rain eased off for the main procession, which was good. I was glad about that. Right, so that's that. That one's drying. Time have we got? Do we have to even get another one done, I think? Yeah, I can get order right. So 46 and 47. 46 and 47, there they are. 46, 47, yeah. Loving this, absolutely loving this. You know, I think building I find just as therapeutic, if not more so, than painting, you know. And 48 is his leg. 48. Yeah. 48, 48, 48, 60. That's 48 there. Good, got it. No, that's good. Okay. Mold line removal. Because this is a building, I suppose. I know there are some people that hate building models. They just want to paint them and play them. And then I know there's others, again, that don't even like painting the models. They just want them ready painted and they want to just get them out of the box and play, basically. I didn't know at the start that this was all part of the hobby as well, the building and the painting. See, I was like that. I just wanted to play the game, but I grew to understand the love of building and painting these things. It's that calm therapy behind it that is needed, I think. I love it. Building. This is going to be great when they're done. Ready to paint. Because I can either get on and paint them, or I can pop them in a drawer with the rest of my chaos and say, alright, I'll come back and I'll paint it. I'll keep the box cover though, because that's like, that'd be my main source of inspiration for the painting of them. I much preferred it when they had the colours on the back of the box. Told you what colours was what to use. Not, although I've recently learned that's not necessarily what they use. But, you know, to achieve good results, and if you do it, if you follow the Citadel painting method, you will get good results. Just going to get that. Yeah, so I'm mostly using my hobby knife for the mould lines, but every so often I'll, if the area's big enough, I'll do it. And I'm only using my hobby knife because I feel I have a better control over it now. Right, so let's have a look at what it's saying. Okay, so it's telling me that all this I think that is what it's telling me. There we go. Yeah, I'll be coming back in with the more mould line removing. I'll get the fourth base ready. I think one of the things I don't like mould lines on is things like skulls, like the rounded side of a skull, and like the feet, like the front of the boots, like right down the middle. I don't like that either. I'm okay, I don't mind it in other places, but I do wish they wouldn't have them in such obvious places. Right. Like I say, this is just the bare minimum of cleanup at the moment. So we'll get these all glued up. Okay. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm already seeing more mould lines on it. Oh, that's the way it goes. Right, back to the third one. Let's do some scoring on the underside of his feet. Okay. Glob of blue glue, glob of glue, glob of blue, blob of glue. Okay, that goes there. Ready. 56. Could we get the 5th one done? Do you know what? I'm going to. Alright, 58 and 59. What's the last? It's the last of these, isn't it? So, it's the last front and back. 58. Because that way it'll feel like I've completed a stage. Okay, and what's the number for his other leg? 60. Don't think there's any other legs on that one. Must be on here. Yeah, there we go. Good. Get the final base ready. Nah, I figure I'll do the last one, because by the time I edit this video, it'll probably be significantly reduced in length anyway. If it isn't, it isn't, you know. So, yeah, I've asked you to tell me what you're working on, so that's good. So I can look forward to that, hopefully. Ooh. Oh, I've also picked up it's called Encounter in a Box. So yeah, there's an unboxing I did on that as well, which is pretty cool for tabletop role playing, where and the one I got was Wagon, is it Wagon Attack or something like that? You know, a lot of role playing games, you have that. That's a cliche in it. The wagon gets attacked with a merchant. So it gives you the wagon, pack horses, and a little bit of scenery. The only thing I found disappointing was that the merchant and the bandits were 2D standees, not actual models. The rest of them are models. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are standees good. They're really good. They're plastic, not cardboard. I suppose it's just at a real pinch if we didn't have the models for it. But can you imagine playing Warhammer with standees? Be easier to be easier to get your models around, though, wouldn't it? To do tournaments and things, cart them around. Less worry for damage and things. Okay. Right. Okay, so what's going on there? So that's going to be right. Yeah, I think I see. I like the fact that this tells you where to glue. Yeah, I quite like that. Tells you where to glue, because it's not always obvious, especially with models these days. And of course, in the old days, I would have just glued everything, you know, gone around everywhere. Don't need to do that anymore. Right. Here we are, final leg. Yep, just getting that foot thing again, yeah. Yeah, I think that's like the worst. I like the stages of building like this, get them all on the basis. With Space Marines, it was I mean, these aren't unsimilar to Space Marines, are they? But it was just such a production line. I didn't need to even look at instructions to build them. Right. If I put scoring on his legs now, I might be able to glue him on earlier. Okay, get that bit of right, so the last bit all behind here, it's saying where to put the glue. Okay, that's cool. Now that can be drying. We'll come back to the fourth one. He's got two, whereas both feet are completely flat on the ground, so they can go there like so. And this one can do the same. There. Now I can go glasses off. Look, they are done. See that? Zoom in a bit, maybe. Pull up. So this is where I'm at. This is what this hobby session got me. Right here. Yeah, there you go. You can see that a bit better now. So there they are. They're all main body, legs, and they're glued onto their respective bases. So the next hobby session I get, I'll be doing the next little bit, and yeah. So I've got mine at that stage now, and there they are, all ready. I'll just let them dry in the sun, so I'll turn them around now. So at the moment they're upside down to me. Right, okay. And I'll zoom out, cut back to me. Yeah, so thanks ever so much for joining me on this on the beach repeat. It's probably like I said, it's probably going to be the last one, but it is a chaotic one. And so next one's, as the weather turns, it'll be on the bench. But either way, it's a paint along, hobby along video, isn't it? So yeah, I was hoping to get more in this year, but weather just wasn't up for it. But I feel a bit more accomplished. I've got to the first stage, so the first 2 pages of my instructions complete, done. Let them dry, harden up, ready for the next lot. Yeah, oh, that's not bad at all. Oh yeah. Alright guys, well thanks for joining me. Do leave a thumbs up if you like these types of videos. It helps give me the motivation to keep going with them. And yeah, I'll see you on another one. Remember, all brushes lead to war, my friends. Bye for now. Bye bye.